After having reviewed the ATC audio and the security camera video footage, there's absolutely nothing this aircrew could have done to prevent this accident once things were set into motion. My name's Juan Brown. You're watching the BLANCOLIRIO channel. Let's check it out. Starting first with the Aviation Safety Network, this accident occurred on Sunday, the 22nd of March at 23:37 local time, 03:37 Zulu time, CRJ 900 LR jet, 76 occupants on board, 2 fatalities, both crew members, the pilot and first officer, the captain and first officer, were fatally injured in this collision. The flight originated out of Montreal, Canada, and was landing on runway 4 at LaGuardia when it collided with a fire truck on runway 4 during landing. The pilot and co-pilot were killed and 39 passengers on the plane, and the 2 occupants in the fire truck were injured. The fire truck, which was crossing the runway at Taxiway Delta to get to United 2384, we'll have a lot of details on all this in a moment, which was a Boeing 737 MAX 8 that reported a sickening odor following 2 aborted takeoffs from runway 13. Now that remains to be confirmed. The controller at the time, working both ground and tower, which is a common procedure during the late evenings at these big airports, the controller cleared the truck to cross runway 4, but then told the truck to stop multiple times as the CRJ was on short final. Before the truck was cleared to cross, the CRJ was already cleared to land, just to be clear on that. ADS-B data shows a ground speed of the CRJ 900 at Taxiway Delta to be 114 knots. 114 knots is equivalent of 131 miles an hour. The actual speed at the time of the collision has yet to be determined. Weather at the time of the accident, and this is going to be a factor in this investigation, was 4 miles in light rain, 4 to 7 miles in light rain and mist. This is the second collision recently at LaGuardia. Back on October 1st, we had this ground collision on Taxiway Alpha between 2 CRJ jets. And back in November of 2022, LATAM Airlines Airbus aircraft collided with a fire truck on the runway on takeoff, resulting in a rejected takeoff while the fire truck was responding to an emergency drill. 3 firefighters in the fire truck were fatally injured in this collision. Last night when this accident occurred, aircraft were landing at LaGuardia on runway 4, this runway here, about 7,000 feet long, of course with water at the end of it, and aircraft were taking off on runway 13. When aircraft land on runway 4, they either take one of these so-called high-speed exits that are angled off at an angle so you can roll off at a relatively high speed, or they roll all the way out to the end of the runway, taxi back, will taxi down runway 13, then take one of these exits and proceed to the gate. When aircraft go to depart runway 13, they come out of the gate and taxi down Alpha to the end of 13 and depart. A lot of questions about the number of controllers working the airport at the time of the accident. That has yet to be determined if there was only one controller or multiple controllers, but I did a survey of the last 15 minutes of flight data going in and out of LaGuardia and counted 14 flights in 15 minutes, 8 landings and 6 takeoffs. And I did this using ADS-B Exchange. If you've got a subscription, you can play back the time frame and count the number of arrivals and departures at the time of the accident, and also track the flow of aircraft on the airport. And here comes Jazz 646 into land after Southwest Airlines. Once the collision occurred, the airport was closed, and the airport is still closed at the time of this recording, Monday afternoon. Here's the airport diagram for LaGuardia Airport that pilots use to navigate their way around the airport. Here's runway 4 down here where the aircraft are landing, and runway 13 over here that the aircraft are taking off on. This incident occurred here on runway 4 at Taxiway Delta. The aircraft ended up finally stopping here near Taxiway Echo. The fire station is located right here. And the big distraction, the big distractor that started this whole sequence of events was United 2384, who was suffering a smoke and fume event or an odor event. Again, this has to be verified as to what led up to this odor event. But he was over here on taxiway Alpha, short of Kilo, looking to get some help, whether he was going to evacuate the aircraft or not. Because there were no gates available at the time, United was stuck up out here on taxiway Alpha and was going to have to make the decision as to do an emergency evacuation and blow the slides, or can we get some air stairs or some assistance if we need to get these people off of this airplane because of the odors on board that aircraft. So Fire ARFF was responding from this fire station here to get over to United 2384 located over here. In order to do that, they're going to cut straight across taxiway Delta. So while controllers were working with the United flight here on taxiway Alpha, Jazz 646, the accident aircraft, was cleared to land on runway 4. After Jazz 646 was cleared to land on runway 4, Truck 1 and Company, the fire trucks with a long stream of emergency vehicles, were cleared to cross runway 4 at taxiway Delta. Then the controller realized his mistake and frantically tried to get the lead fire truck, Truck 1, to stop before crossing runway 4. Here's what it sounded like on the ATC audio.
Ground Unit 2384 is declaring an emergency. The flight attendants in the back are feeling ill. Because of the odor, we will need to go into any available gate at this time.
Okay, roger that. Hey, there's that again. Do you guys have any gate for United? Because now he's declaring an emergency. They want to get out. Yeah.
Let me ask them. I'll call you right back.
Okay, roger that.
Okay, so that's the controller. I believe he's checking with ramp in a frantic effort to find a gate for United to go to so that they can easily deplane the aircraft at a gate.
Hey, it's Ed again, LaGuardia Tower. Now that United says he needs a gate, but so now he's declaring an emergency. But the ramp doesn't have a gate for him. Yeah, they're now.
We can get a stair truck if you need them to get off the plane.
Okay, yeah, do that just in case they want to come off. But so now he's on taxiway Alpha, just east of taxiway Kilo.
So they want to get him an air stair in case they want to get off the airplane, and they're located here on taxiway Alpha, short of Kilo.
All right, thanks, man. All right, bye-bye.
Yep, thanks.
2384, the ramp doesn't have a gate for you yet, but I'm trying to get in touch with the Port Authority to see if they have something.
Copy.
And the fire trucks are over there. They're going to bring a stair truck just in case you guys do want to evacuate. Let me know if you do.
Copy. Yeah, we'd prefer to wait on a gate, but I mean, again, we only got so much time here because there's still a bit of an odor in the back of the airplane.
So this is taking up a lot of the controller's time dealing with United and is a smoke and fume event or odor event on board the aircraft.
Jazz 646, you up? Delta 520, you're going to lane 8. Just hold short of Lima on runway 13 and just verify with the ramp that you'll be able to get in.
Okay, hold short of Lima on runway 13, and we'll talk to ramp, get back to you, Delta 520.
Thank you. I'm just verifying there's some shuffling of gates going on here due to an inbound that has an issue.
Roger.
So it will need to be determined how many controllers are working LaGuardia at this time. To me, that sounds like two different voices, a separate ground controller versus a tower controller. But all this will be determined in the investigation.
Jazz 646, LaGuardia.
No, it's you for GILS 4 for Jazz 646.
646, number 2, clear to land 4.
Close to land number 2 for Jazz 646.
Jazz 646 is cleared to land runway 4. Now, a lot of this audio is compressed for time's sake here on YouTube. In the accident investigation, they'll spell out the exact time frame that all these transmissions were made.
And 2384, do you have a gate available at this time? Otherwise, we will be probably requesting air stairs.
Give me 1 second.
2384.
Stand by, United. Who's the vehicle that needs to cross the runway? Emergency vehicles calling on ground, or are you calling on tower?
Truck 1 and Company, LaGuardia Tower.
Truck 1 and Company.
Truck 1 and Company, LaGuardia Tower, requesting to cross 4 at Delta.
Truck 1 and Company, cross 4 at Delta.
Truck 1 and Company, crossing 4 at Delta.
So truck
Frontier 4195 to stop there, please. Stop. Truck 1, stop.
Yeah, 2384 is cleared in lane 8 for 41.
2384, proceed to ramp.
Okay, that was the ground frequency, having United proceeding to the ramp. The stop was a little confusing. There was a Frontier aircraft that was first notified to stop, and then the Truck 1 and Company to stop. Let's review that again.
Truck 1 and Company, LaGuardia Tower.
Truck 1 and Company.
Truck 1 and Company, LaGuardia Tower, requesting to cross 4 at Delta.
Truck 1 and Company, cross 4 at Delta.
Truck 1 and Company, crossing 4 at Delta.
Jazz is on short final.
Frontier 4195 to stop there, please. Stop. Truck 1, stop.
Yeah, 2384 is cleared in lane 8 for 41.
2384, proceed to ramp.
Proceed in.
What I don't know at this time is where is Frontier 4195?
Sorry, Truck 1. Stop, Truck 1. Stop. Stop, Truck 1. Stop.
4195, we're staying here.
Delta 2603, go around. Runway heading 2000. Jet 646. Jet 646, I see you collide with vehicle here. Just hold position. I know you can't move. The vehicles are responding to you now.
Is the runway closed?
Delta 2603, go around. Runway heading 2000.
Heading 2000, go around, 2603.
LaGuardia Tower.
Truck 32, runway 4 is closed, correct?
Yes, go on to runway 4 now. Proceed on runway 4, you have access.
Tower, car 90, runway 422 is closed at this time.
90, roger.
LaGuardia Tower, vehicle 98.
98. Vehicle 98.
Vehicle 98, please show at this time. Runway 422 is closed. I repeat, runway 422 is closed at this time.
The runway is closed, and subsequently the entire airport is closed. The Delta aircraft following Jazz goes around uneventfully. So the big question is, why was Truck 1 and Company cleared to cross runway 4 at Delta with the ERJ on short final to runway 4? Was there a temporary loss of situational awareness by the air traffic controller? The truck coming from this angle on taxiway Delta, of course, the driver in the left seat is not able to get a good view of what's going on out the right side of his truck. The person sitting in the right side of the truck would be the person to be clearing to the right to see if any aircraft are inbound before proceeding across the runway. But at night, in misty conditions, with all the various lights around the airport, it can be hard to see an aircraft even when it's very close to you. Also, from this angle, it's likely that the crew did not see this truck until the very last moment, if at all, when they darted out from taxiway Delta right in front of them. Looking at a couple of still shots from the surveillance video from LaGuardia Airport, we see the line of, we're looking to the northwest. This is taxiway Delta here. This is runway 4 here. Here is Fire Truck 1 or Truck 1 and Company right here. And here's the company. So it looks like a long line of emergency responders coming from the fire station located back over here and trying to get across the runway to deal with United way off to our right here. Cleared to cross runway 4 with the ERJ having been cleared to land and on very short final. We see the truck pull out onto the runway, the controllers pleading for him to stop, and then the ERJ approaching and not even seeing him until the very last moment. It looks like there may be some braking action on the ERJ just at about the same time the two collided. So a fatal air traffic control error clearing a fire truck to cross a runway in front of a landing jet results in 2 fatalities and numerous injuries, calling into question many issues. How many controllers were working at the time? How long had the controllers been working at the time of the accident? There is technology available now to put ADS-B anti-collision technology on board the ground vehicles at airports. Was that technology being used here at LaGuardia at the time? Would that technology been able to help based on how quickly things deteriorated in this particular situation? Another runway incursion, this one with tragic results. Thank you so much for your support of this channel, especially the folks over on Patreon that make this content possible. See you here.